Hello dear learners, today in this video I am going to continue your exercise 3.1 of your advanced mathematics. Before that, it is very sad to know that most of you don't like the videos although you watch all the videos. So please like, subscribe and share the videos so that other students also get help. So let's start it. We have done up to question number 6 of exercise 3.1. So today we are going to start question number 7. It's very important question and quite critical. See, question number 7 is that 1 into factorial 1 plus 2 into factorial 2 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus dot 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 plus up to n into factorial n is equal to factorial n plus 1 minus 1, where n is belong to natural number. That means before solving this question we have to have the idea of factorial. What is factorial? So let's see what is factorial. Factorial means, factorial 4 means, suppose I am giving some example. Factorial 4 means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That means factorial 4 means multiplication all the natural number 1 to that number which is factorial given. So 4 factorial means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 factorial means, or factorial 5 means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So in this way, again 4 factorial 4 can be written as 4 into 1 less than 4, 3 factorial, because 3 factorial again means what? 3 into 2 into 1. I am telling this concept because it is needed in this sum. Again factorial 10 means 10 into 9 into up to 1 we can write, or factorial 10 can be written as also 10 into factorial 9. That means 1 less. That means in this way if we go, n factorial means what? N factorial can be written as n into, n will come out and in inside the factorial sign 1 will be less. That means n into n minus 1. So if we want to write more here, then n into this n minus 1 will come out, n minus 1, and 1 more, again 1 will be less, that is n minus 2. So if I write n plus factorial n plus 5, what can I write? N plus 5, inside the factorial we have to write 1 less than the n plus 5, that means n plus 4. So this again can be written as n plus 5. If we want to write more, then n plus 4 will come out, inside the n plus 4 will come out, and inside the factorial n plus 3 we have to write 1 will be less always. So this concept is very necessary in this sum, remember it. Now let's see. So we will take as previous questions. Let solution, let Pn is 1 into factorial 1 plus 2 into factorial 2 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus up to n into factorial n is equal to factorial n plus 1 minus 1. This minus 1 is extra, and here factorial is only in the n plus 1. So remember this. So what is the first step in mathematical induction process? We have to check for n equal 1 first. So for n equal 1, left hand side will be n into factorial n. That means 1 into factorial 1. Factorial 1 means what? Factorial 1 means always 1. That means 1 into 1. That is 1. Right hand side we have n plus 1, factorial n plus 1 and minus 1. n plus 1 means 1 plus 1 and minus 1. 1 plus 1 means what? 2. 2 factorial means 2 into 1 2, and minus 1 is there, minus 1, so 1. That means for the value 1, the given statement is true. Therefore we can write, therefore Pn is true. Pn is true for n equal 1. When the given statement or series is true for n equal 1, then we have to assume that the given statement is also true for n equal to k. Let us assume that Pn is true. Pn is true for n equal to k. What is k? K is nothing but some natural number. So we have assumed that the given statement is also true for n equal to k. That means what? We have to put the value k in place of n. Therefore it will be pk. In place of n we have to put k. So 1 into 1 factorial 1 plus 2 into factorial 2 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus up to n. N means k into factorial k. Here it will be k plus 1 minus 1. Suppose this is equation number 1. So whenever we will assume the statement is true for n equal to k, and the last step, final step, we have to prove that the statement is true for the next value of n. That means after k what value comes? K plus 1. So we have to prove that this statement is also true for k plus 1. So now we have to prove. Now we have to prove that Pn is true for n equal to k plus 1. That is, if we put n equal to k plus 1, the statement will become pk plus 1. Here 1 into 1 factorial 1 plus 2 into factorial 2 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus up to, here see, up to k into factorial k, it will remain same. So k into factorial k. In the next term, since k plus 1 term, so one more time will come, k will be replaced by k plus 1 and factorial in place of k we have to write k plus 1. So again equal will be, here see, k plus 1 minus 1, k plus 1. When we will put k will be replaced by k plus 1 and one more plus is there, so it will become k plus 2 minus 1. That means we have to prove that 1 into 1 factorial, 2 into 2 factorial up to k plus 1 into factorial k plus 1 is equal to k plus 2 minus 1. Now see, we will take left hand side and we'll prove the right hand side. Take left hand side. We have left hand side 1 into factorial 1 plus 2 into factorial 2 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus up to k into factorial k, and then k plus 1 into factorial k plus 1. So here we have to use some tricks. See, from 1 to k into k plus 1, k factorial k, 1 into factorial 1 to k into factorial k up to this, what can we write? Up to this we can write k plus 1 factorial minus 1. Here we can write factorial k plus 1 minus 1, k factorial k plus 1 and minus 1 is there, minus 1, and next term we have this term extra plus k plus 1 whole into factorial k plus 1. Now here see, we have to think here what to do. See, factorial k plus 1 and in this term also factorial k plus 1. So if we write these two terms together, factorial k plus 1 and plus k plus 1 whole into factorial k plus 1. There is no problem to write in this way. Yes, we can write. Yes or not? Yes. And minus 1 is there, so minus 1 I have written at the end. Now see, from here what is there? Factorial k plus 1, and here also 1 factorial k plus 1 is there, so we can take it common. Factorial k plus 1, we can take it common or not? Yes, we can take common. So factorial k plus 1 comes out. So what remains in place if we take out factorial k plus 1? Here what remains? Nothing is remains. That means 1 is remains. 1 remains. So here factorial k plus 1 comes out, remains 1, and here remains factorial k plus 1 comes out, only remains k plus 1. K plus 1 and minus 1. This minus 1 is extra. Don't do anything with it because we need minus 1 right hand side. Now see, factorial k plus 1 whole into k plus 2 minus 1. This thing we can write in this way or not? If we write k plus 2 first, k plus 2 into factorial k plus 1. Yes, we can write. It is in multiplication, so order doesn't matter. I have just written the k plus 1 first, then factorial k plus 1, and minus 1 is there. Now see, before starting this sum, I told you, if I write factorial n plus 5, it can be written in this way or not? N plus 5 whole into factorial n plus 4. That means if n plus 5 is outside and inside the factorial sign n plus 4 is there, then we can write n factorial n plus 5. Here see, k plus 2 is outside and k plus 1 is inside the factorial sign. That means inside the factorial sign 1 is less than the outside term. Here k plus 2 is there, and here k plus 1 is there. If I write x factorial x plus 2, it can be written as x plus 2 into inside the factorial 1 will be less, x plus 1. That means this can be written as in this way, x plus 2 factorial x plus 1 is nothing but factorial x plus 2. So here k plus 2 into factorial k plus 1 is nothing but factorial k plus 2. So this term can be written as factorial k plus 2, and minus 1 remains same. That's it. It is proved. So it is equal to what? Right hand side. So what we have proved? That the given statement is true for all the values of natural number. First of all, for n equal to 1, then n equal to 2, n equal to 3. In this way we can prove n equal to k. Then we have proved that n equal to k plus 1. Therefore Pn is true. Pn is true for n equal to k plus 1 also. So by mathematical induction, induction, Pn is true. Pn is true for all n belongs to capital N. So let's see one more this type of questions with factorial sign. So question number 8, 2 into 6 into this dot implies multiplication. So 2 into 6 into 10 into 14 up to 4n minus 2 is equal to factorial twice n by factorial n. So let's see. So let Pn is 2 into 6 into 10 into 14 into up to 4n minus 2 is equal to factorial twice n by factorial n, where n belongs to capital N. Here see, plus sign is not there. Remember it. If we have to see the symbol also, what symbol is given here, plus sign is not there, that means product of the numbers is equal to factorial twice n by n factorial. So first of all we will take proof for n equal 1. For n equal 1, left hand side 4n minus 1, 4n minus 2, sorry, 4 into 1 minus 2, we get 4 into 1 1, that means result is 2. Right hand side, first step is very easy, factorial twice n by factorial n. N means what? 1. So if we put 1, it will become 2 into 1 factorial 2, and factorial 1 means what? Factorial 1. N means what? Factorial 1, because we have taken value of n is 1. So 2 factorial means 2, 1 factorial means 1. So 2 by 1 means what? 2. That is for n equal 1 it is true. Therefore Pn is true. Pn is true for n equal to 1. So whenever it will be true for n equal to 1, at that moment we have to assume that that statement is true for n equal to k. That means for any natural number. It will be true for n equal to 2, n equal to 3, n equal to 4, etc, etc. So we don't have to prove for all the numbers. We'll assume for true for k, where k is any natural number from 1 to infinity. Let us assume that Pn is true for n equal to k. What is k here? K belongs to n. No? So what can we write? Therefore Pk, not Amir Khan's Pk, this one, 2 into 6, 10, 14 up to 4. In place of n we have to put k. K minus 2 is equal to, here n is replaced by k only. So factorial twice k by factorial k. Suppose it is 1. It's your wish if you give or not. Now we have to prove that. Prove that Pn is true. Pn is true for n equal to k plus 1. N equal to k plus 1. No need to write again what is k, because already it is written in the previous steps. So that is what? Pk plus 1. This step is very important. See carefully. 2.6.10.14 up to what? It will remain same, 4k minus 2, and in the next step, since into is there, so we have to give into here. 4k, 4 into 4, k will be replaced by k plus 1, and then minus 2. In the right hand side, see, factorial 2 into k. K will be replaced by k plus 1. 2 into k plus 1 divided by k is replaced by k plus 1. That's it. So what will become right? Left hand side we have to prove equal to right hand side. Let's say it comes or not. Write one more line to simplify it. 2.6.10.14 up to 4k minus 2. Here if we break it, 4 into k, 4k. See carefully. 4 into k, 4k. 4 into 1, 4, and minus 2. That means 4k plus 2. How it becomes? 4 into k, 4k. 4 into 1, 4. plus 4 and minus 2 is there, so plus 2. Here 2 into k, twice k, plus 2 into 1, 2, and k plus 1. So now we have to take left hand side and we have to prove the right hand side. Left hand side 2.6.10.14 up to 4k minus 2 all into 4k plus 2. So up to this 2 to this term, what can we write? 2 to 4k minus 2. 2 to 4k minus 2 we can write factorial 2k by factorial k, and into is there here 4k plus 2. 4k plus 2. Yes. Now see 2k remains same, factorial 2k. Here 1 2 can be taken common, so factorial here 2 is common, and we can write 2k plus 1. We can write, yes, we can write, and here factorial k. Oh, very sorry. Is there any factorial sign in 4k plus 2? No, but I have given here factorial sign, so it will, then no factorial sign is there. So there no factorial sign will be there. Cancel it, otherwise it will hurt us. Factorial, this is not factorial sign, I have cancelled it. Or see, now cut it and write it again. Here factorial 2k by factorial k, and here 4k plus 2 is there. Now see here factorial k, here factorial 2k, and here we can take out common, take out 2 to 2k plus 1, no? So when if we write, so I am writing 2, I have written first 2, then factorial this one 2k plus 1, then factorial 2k. Is there any problem? No, we can write it, and here factorial k. Now see, one thing we have to do, in see right hand side what we need to prove? Factorial k plus 1. Factorial k plus 1 means what? K plus 1 all into factorial k, 1 less, yes or not? So in denominator we need these things, k plus 1 into factorial k. So but in our denominator we are getting only factorial k. So how will we get this thing? How will we get factorial k plus 1? So since in denominator we need k plus 1 into factorial k, so somehow we have to give in the denominator k plus 1. So I have given k plus 1 here and factorial k. Is there any problem? Yes, problem. Why? I can't give only here. If I give in denominator, then same thing I have to give in the denominator. So I am giving here also 2 into k plus 1, and this see, these things, see 2k plus 1 into 2k, 2k plus 1 into factorial 2k, 2k plus into 2k. What can we write? We can write 2k plus 1 factorial 2k plus 1, yes or not? 2k plus 1 into factorial 2k means what? Here 1 is less, so these two terms together can be written as factorial 2k plus 1. Yes, we got it. Now see, 1k plus 1 is multiplied in the denominator, so same k plus 1 is multiplied in the numerator. So I have written with along with 2. Now see, already it is done. 2k plus 1, if we break it 2k plus 2, is there any problem? No, I can't explain it, you are smart. 2k plus 1, yes, got it. And in the denominator we have achieved what we get, k plus 1 into factorial k, nothing but it is nothing but k plus factorial k plus 1, k plus 1 into factorial k, k plus 1 into factorial k, it is nothing but what? Factorial k plus 1, yes. in the denominator, see, in the denominator, if we see, we got the denominator we get factorial k plus 1, it is solved. Now problem is with numerator. Now see, in numerator 2k plus 2, 2k plus 1, 2k plus 2 outside and 2k plus 1 inside the factorial sign. What does it mean? It is nothing but what? Here 2k plus 2, 2k plus 1, that means 1 is less inside the factorial sign. What is this? This is nothing but factorial 2k plus 2. That's it. It is done. This is nothing but right hand side. So last line you will write. So very important question. It takes some time to understand. So I hope you will watch the video twice, thrice or 4 times so that your concept will be clear. I have explained everything here. Thank you. Don't forget to like the videos.